This is the new Mark IV HD scope from Leupold, and that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Gavin here from ultimatereloader.com. I'm here with John Snodgrass. Thank you, John, for joining me. What do we have here?
So this is our new Mark IV HD. This one's a 4.5 to 18. So the Mark IV HD is an entirely new family of rifle scopes that we introduced this year. Basically, the entire family is a 4x zoom, so that's a new zoom system for us. We have a 1 to 4.5, a 2.5 to 10, the 4.5 to 18, a 6 to 24, or an 8 to 32.
Gotcha.
So within that family, we've got something that's going to cover just about every shooting discipline, every type of rifle you may want to put it on. Like, there's just a lot of versatility in the family with the magnification range and the 4x zoom. Common features on the scopes, all the scopes have a fast focus eyepiece. They all have our high-speed power selector with the integrated throw lever.
Yep.
We have lots of different options available as far as adjustments go. So you can get the scopes with either MOA adjustments in reticles or mill adjustments in reticles. Capped windage on some models. Some models are available with illuminated reticles or without illuminated reticles.
Yep.
And then we also have our zero lock button, right? So we have models that have the zero lock elevation. And also now we have zero lock on the windage on our 6 to 24 and 8 to 32.
Which we've been shooting, and I'll have to say, I'm a fan.
Yeah, excellent. I mean, it makes it super simple, right?
Yeah.
The great thing is we can demonstrate it completely locks at 0. You don't have to worry about it moving if you bump the scope, if you're moving around with it. As soon as you push that button and move it one click, now that dial's unlocked, and you're going to be able to move through the full range of travel of the scope or the dial. Something else we did on these is, I don't know if we ever got a chance, because we were shooting this new little 80 grain bullet that's so fast, I don't think we ever got a chance for you guys to get into a second turn out here with the distances we're shooting, but this actually has a revolution indicator built into the dial.
Wow.
Right, so it's a 3-turn dial. When you get into your second turn, that button goes flush, so you have a tactile and visual indicator. I'm now on my second turn. When you get into your third turn, that button actually recesses, and again, you can feel and see, now I'm on my third turn, so it really makes it easy to not get lost in that rotation of travel you're
Which
on.
we're used to with the Mark V HD scopes that we have.
Yep, very, very similar. So for us, the 4HD family, we have had such a great response to the Mark V. We had a lot of people asking us, it's just, they thought it was out of their price point. It's a great scope. But we did notice that there was a kind of a gap in price bands that we hit. So we put our brains together and came up with the Mark IV HD. Really tried to make as versatile of a rifle scope family as we possibly could and provide the consumer with as much value as we could get into a package like this.
Yeah, it felt to me when we were shooting the Mark IV HD a lot like we were shooting a Mark V HD, with some, things that you're not going to get with the Mark V HD. We were talking about the sunshade. Here it's an option. So if you don't shoot a sunshade, you're not paying for it, right? But it's not going to be there in the box. Right.
One of our goals, again, was to make this as attainable as possible. Retail prices, they start at $1,000. It tops out at $1,600 for an 8 to 32.
Wow.
So, in today's times, that's just a lot of value and a lot of versatility for what you're spending. You mentioned, the similarities of the Mark V. We definitely tried to keep that family feel, the Mark scopes, keep the same look. You've got our turret shape in the Mark IV, which not only makes the scope look great, there's actually some functional use case too there. It allows us to tilt that erector so we can get more travel out of them. They all have our Guardian lens coatings on the objective and the eyepiece. It's our professional grade optical system, so you get that great flat field of view, awesome low light performance that you guys got to witness last night.
Yeah.
Glare reduction, so out here in this bright light, you don't have to worry about washout. Just, every feature that we could stack into it and keep the cost reasonable, we put in there.
Yeah, and a testament to the quality is, we were shooting targets at 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, I think 1,000 and 1,100, something like that, right? And dialing constantly, right?
Yep.
And dialing back to 0 between sometimes and all that. And at the end of the day, when I did my 10-shot group to see where things were settled out at, it was exactly where we started out at.
Yeah, we put a ton of time and energy into making sure that not just the Mark IV, but all of our scopes track, dead on.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And so as an example, if you recall off the top of your head, I think the model that we're going to use for our upcoming rifle build is the 6-24 by 52,
By
is it?
52, yep.
Okay. What kind of MOA elevation are you going to get in that model?
So we got really lucky with the 6-24. We ended up with more travel than we really thought we were going to get.
Yep.
So those have about 125 MOA of total travel in the scope.
Wow.
Now, again, with the 3-turn dial, you're going to be able to use about 28.5 mils of that. But if you do use a base, you know, a 20 or 30 MOA base,
Sure.
you get down in the bottom of that travel, you're going to be able to use that full 28.5 mils, which, I mean, that's going to get you farther than most people are going to be capable of shooting.
Right. No, that's super. So we got follow-on content planned, and we're going to get in depth, you know, with that 6-24 by 52 model. The other thing I wanted to mention is just how easy it is to set your zero on both the windage and on the elevation. There's 2 screws. You loosen the 2 screws, you lift the cap, you set it back down on 0, and now your 0 stop is updated and your 0 is updated. Yeah,
we made it super simple. We learned this a long time ago. So yeah, we put a slotted elevation screw underneath the dials, right? So the easiest way to zero any of the Mark products, the Mark 4s, the Mark 5s, just take those dials completely off the scope, use that slotted elevation screw, make your adjustments.
Yeah.
Dial goes right back on at the 0 position, tighten it down, and you're good to go. And then when you get back to your 0, you can just kind of snap back, right? And you're good to ready to go back.
Yeah, we typically do that with the Mark 5 HD when we're bore sighting. Get it on a bench rest so the rifle's not moving around.
Yep.
And then, you know, put the cap on, and you're going to be pretty close at that point.
Absolutely.
Right? Sometimes we'll do micro adjustments with the screwdriver while we're shooting, and then just cap it when we're all done, and off to the races, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you, John.
My pleasure.
It's been great to talk to the team and to learn more about how scopes are put together and the different design trade-offs, and of course to be here and shoot with the scopes, and then to have this extended experience with the rifle build and a whole bunch of cool shooting we'll do up at the Ultimate Reloader Ranch as well. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's been great to have you guys here. We're looking forward to get you down to the factory, and can't wait to have more conversations about some new products we got coming out.
Absolutely. Okay, so what we want to know from you is, what do you think of the new Mark IV HD lineup of scopes? If you were going to buy one, which one would you buy and why? And then also, if you already have one, what do you think of it? Drop a comment and we'll start that discussion. That concludes this video, and that means it's time to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, where we've got unrestricted content, and Instagram. Make sure to follow us on all those channels. Ultimate Reloader also has a commercial solutions division serving law enforcement, the military, and the gun industry. We have some unique capabilities, including a comprehensive suite of recoil testing and evaluation capabilities, trigger profiling, and more. If you're interested in custom rifles like what we build here on the channel or gunsmithing services, you're going to want to go to rifles.ultimatereloader.com and get on the wait list. If you want to learn lucrative gunsmithing like what I show here on the channel, including building custom rifles and Cerakote plus a whole bunch more, you're going to want to check out the Colorado School of Trades, schooloftrades.edu. Thanks again for watching.